Hey guys, it's Ryan here at TheSkurFluffles, and as you can tell, we are back on Minecraft. It has been a while since I played this game, and I was going through my subscription feed, whatever you want to call it, and people I subscribe to, and Social Blade or RPM Networks actually has their server up, so I'm actually partnered with them. So I thought, I'd check it out, and it's pretty nice actually. I mean, I was quite impressed. I had a server for a while, and I never had a team of builders or anything, but they did a really quite a good job, I'd say. Um, so yeah, this video is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna talk. I have like a topic I've been thinking about, and I've seen other people do it, and I think that's what I'm gonna go to is um, kind of discussing certain things with you guys. I feel like that creates like a relationship better. You don't know much about me really because I don't talk a lot about things I think about. So I think it's really good for any channel. So basically, I'm just gonna play and talk about this. So I'm gonna actually start. I guess I don't know. I'm low on food, so I guess I gotta do that. But I'm gonna build a house and do all the other good stuff and talk. So basically, I'm talking about today like what makes you great. And that's something that I was thinking about, recently. I'm a junior, and just getting letters from colleges and from the military and stuff, and just thinking about what makes Ryan great, what makes me exceptional from everybody else. And to me, what makes me different that I notice from everybody else is just if I'm talking to somebody, I know exactly what they're thinking. I can read into what people are. I can read into body, what you're doing with your hands, or how you talk, or where you look. I can tell, when a person is lying, and that's something that I think makes me different and great. Um, a lot of people can't do that. I've tried certain things when I'm talking to people to see if they react to it or if they pick up on it, and they really don't. That's not to say that I know what everybody's thinking. There's a lot of people out there that really I can't read. Like, I don't know anything about them. Why am I not using my stone axe? Anyway, but there's people I've met where I just don't know what they're thinking. And those are the people that intrigue me the most because they're just the exception to my what I call a talent. So yeah, this just came up, in thought because I got a letter from the Marines, and I'm a strong supporter of the military, but not like of the military. Like, I don't know. I feel as if this country really is not worth fighting for, but that's another topic. But and I was just considering, like, is my skill set for the military? Would I be successful? I was thinking, no, I wouldn't be, because I wouldn't be happy. I'm not. I don't think that is something I'd enjoy. So the skill that I have, being able to read people and really being a people person, to where I can pretty much get anybody to like me, no matter what's going on. I can pretty much, I don't know, I'm a people person, and fell there, but yeah, I'm gonna be going into law enforcement. As of right now, that's what I've decided. So I don't know. I need money. Like, I don't want to be broke and be happy. I kind of think I'd get some of my happiness from having money to do things, and the ladder that I could climb in law enforcement, especially being me and being able to be driven and go and do things, I think I've got a pretty good chance of being successful and making enough money to be comfortable and happy in my life. So maybe that's something. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter how old you are. As a freshman in 8th grade, I thought about this stuff too, but just never in depth like I have recently. So, I want to know what makes you guys great, or what makes you different. What makes you stand out. I always used to think, oh, I'm really good at football. I'm the best at this. And honestly, I'm mature enough now to realize, yeah, I definitely wasn't the best, and definitely wasn't wanting to go down a road where I was injured all the time. I mean, I don't like that. I don't think that's anything that intrigues me. I've also thought about going to coaching because of, having a really high football IQ. And that's something that maybe down the road will come up in my life. I'm not going to pursue that as my goal or my main want. So yeah, think about that whenever you see somebody that's doing something and you think, that's interesting. actually investigate that, see if you would actually enjoy that. Don't just write it off as, oh, that's cool, and then go on, because it's something you have to think about eventually. And something that, if you think about early, really, it's an advantage over everybody else. Yeah, I hate being at night on this game. I can't do anything. But yeah, I don't know. I think that going into, this is funny. What the heck is, I know that could happen, but going into law enforcement will be the best thing for me, and I think that my goal would be the FBI, because that seems like, I think that would be everybody's ultimate goal, with the things I can do and being able to tell if somebody's lying and basically going off instinct, I think I have a really good chance. Not the smartest person in the world, I mean, I'll admit that my grades would not reflect me very much or very highly, because, I don't know, I've never really been good at math. I can't do math. I can do algebra, but I can't do like algebra 2. Any of those radical concepts, like what is it? There's one thing they're learning right now. I'm so glad I got out of the class, but they're learning something about like imaginary numbers. My friend looks at me, he's like, what is the point of learning this? There's no point. There literally is no point, unless you are somebody that enjoys math and enjoys learning that, which I can completely see somebody being like, oh yeah, I really like math and that's interesting. Well, then that's great, but that is just, to me, not interesting, so it's very hard to learn something when you just don't care about it. And that's the problem I face with math, is I honestly don't care. I won't get a career that makes me do math, and I'm happy with that. Teachers don't really understand that, because, hey, they're math teachers. That's what their life is math. So when you tell them that you're not going to get in a career like that, all they want to do is sit there and tell you how math is so important. Well, I understand it's important, and it just doesn't work out. So whenever you're in school, don't get down on yourself because, oh, I'm not good at this. Well, you're going to find something that you're good at, and, I don't want to be like, oh, don't stress out, or blah, 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 Don't be passive or reactive in life, Sometimes that's the way I become that sometimes, and I was thinking about that. Actually, my dad said that to me, don't be passive in life, and I thought, oh, he's just trying to get me to get a job, But then when you think about it, he was right, you can't sit back and expect things to come. Perfect example would be like the job that I'm interviewing for on Tuesday. I've actually called and applied there and had an interview already and been turned down they told me that basically that I didn't smile enough during the interview. And whenever that happens, whenever you're told, hey, you didn't get this job that you have called about so many times because you didn't smile, that is like, I don't know, I can't describe the feeling of just being like, oh my gosh, this sucks so bad, But the drive that I showed by calling them is the reason I got the interview in the first place. What had happened was, like, I applied there like 3 times, and they actually like knew me by name, and they're like, hey, Ryan, you called a bunch of times and you actually didn't have a application on file, but we just remembered your name, and you gave us your number when you called about it, and I actually got an interview and I didn't even have an application in. So that's just awesome. And this time I actually called Chad or Steve, and I actually didn't get a call back. I left my number, I went in, and lo and behold, I'm sitting there today, no school, and then just randomly get a call from Hy-Vee asking if I'm interested in the job. So I'm like, yes, I am definitely interested, and I was just excited because all that calling and wondering, and then actually a while not even knowing if I have a chance or if they're hiring, and there you go, I got the interview. So back to what I was saying, find out what makes you great and don't be passive about it. Go after it. Whenever I become a senior next year, I'm gonna probably need to get into some kind of partnership. I've actually heard about people doing that. And a lot of people are going into law enforcement, but nobody's going into it, I don't think, with the mindset that I am, that I don't want to be just this patrol officer forever. I'm not too good for anything, and that's important to realize. Is when you're starting out in life, you're not too good for anything, and in my life, I've had to learn that pretty fast. Not that I live in shambles or anything like that, but you know, not like a exceptionally privileged person, but I've had the road that I've went on has actually, you know, benefited me a lot. So just don't be too good for anything and don't be passive. So yeah, this is turning out to be like a really ugly house. So I'm basically done, guys. I think that what I've said, hopefully if you think about it, it'll make sense, and hopefully I wasn't just rambling at you. Either way, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And you know what? I actually care. Maybe you guys don't know this, but I actually care to hear what you guys think. So, you know, give me a comment or just inbox me. You know, like this comment or inbox me. Just tell me what makes you great. You know, and then if you want to talk about it with me, I can honestly break down things and we can talk about it on a personal level and play in the game together. You know. So either way, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and as always, this is Ryan, and I appreciate your views.